What is going on, guys? Angelo here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit something different, and I'm going to be showing you all my settings for Modern Warfare 2. This is for PC. Obviously for console it's kind of set in stone. I mean, you can still switch a little bit of stuff, but for PC players you are able to customize kind of your gameplay and your settings a little bit more advanced. But these settings that I'm about to show you all are the best ones in my opinion, at least of right now. This is going to allow you to have a nice amount of frame rates. It's going to allow you to have still a good quality crisp looking video and image, and it's going to allow you to move a little bit quicker as well as aim a little bit faster. So I hope you all do enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. My PC specs will be in the link in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, so I'm using a PS5 controller currently. It does have some stick drift on the left trigger. It is pretty bad too. I mean, if I go to the left, yeah, see how it's like trying to pop back. It only does it on the menu screen. It's a lot of bugs within the game itself still, so they've got a lot of stuff to fix within the game. This is a pretty upper tier type of PC that I have. I mean, I'm running a 3080 right now with 32 gigs of RAM. I do think RAM would definitely help a little bit more for sure. 32 is okay, but I would like to have at least 64 or 128 personally, in my opinion. But let's go ahead and get into the settings. As you see here, it's acting crazy right now with the stick drift. As you see here, we're gonna go ahead and go to controller. If you're on keyboard and mouse, I mean, I can also show you those type of settings too. M&K is a little bit harder for me for these type of games. For some reason, it's just a little bit harder. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and look at our aiming input device. So I have it on controller. Obviously, you can switch that to mouse if you need to. But then we have our button layout. I left this on default. You can switch this if you need to. This is really your preference. I personally like it the way it is. I've only been playing Call of Duty for like probably a couple of months because I'm just getting into gaming pretty heavy. As far as the flip and everything, I have it still the same. It's off. The stick layout is default. And we have controller vibration. A lot of people turn this off, but I like to feel more into the game, and I like to feel the slicing, the melees. I like that sound and the feeling that you get when you're meleeing people, or even just the bullets. Like, it feels really cool to me on the PS5 controller. I normally would have it off, but I do like it on this controller. Showing more, it just shows your vibration intensity. You can change that to lower it, or you can keep it the same. So if you don't want it to, if you still want to feel the vibration, you can lower it down to something else, but I am going to just leave it at 1. Trigger effects are full haptics. My sensitivity, now that's one thing I actually just fixed recently. I just realized, I was wondering why I felt like I was moving slower. This is going to definitely help you to feel like you're moving quicker, or it's going to make you move a little bit quicker, basically when you're turning left or right. Now, this thing goes all the way up to 20 this time, which is just pure insane. It literally says insane. I have mine on 12, and I think that's good enough right now. I may bump it up to maybe 13 or 14 max. After that, it starts getting a little wild, you know. It feels like it's wild. It feels like you're at 120 hertz or something. My ADS sensitivity, I have that at 0.50 just to allow me to aim down sight a little bit easier. For sensitivity multiplayer, third person, I have it on 1. Everything's at 1 for this. I don't really want to mess with that, but if you want to lower it, you can. It's going to just allow you to kind of get your sensitivity down a little bit. As far as your vertical aim axis, I don't mess with this. It's on standard. There's nothing that I really need to do there. Aim down sight behavior is on hold. I don't have it on toggle, but you can switch it if you like. For my zoom shared input, I do have it on sprint tactical. I don't really need it on melee. Although I do like to melee, I still want to sprint fast and whatnot. I don't need automatic sprint because sometimes you're trying to creep up on people and, you know, get the shot. So there's no reason to have it automatic. Equipment behavior is on hold. My weapon mount activation is on ADS melee. Your reload behavior, this one's pretty important. I do have it on prioritize interact. So shout out to Steph for that one, because I had no idea that you could actually switch that, which I'm really glad. Just put it on prioritize interact because it's going to allow you to actually just tap and you're good to go. It reloads. As far as armor plate behavior, I do have it on apply 1 because sometimes you don't want to apply all, especially when you're trying to, when you're in the battle, you don't want to apply all. Sometimes you just want to put the 1 on and keep it moving. Now, if I switch over to R1 really fast and go to advanced, we have my target aim assist. I do have that on. This is what people are talking about when they're on M&K and they don't have aim assist. Well, yeah, I do have mine's on, and I'm kind of glad that I do because it does help. It does. As far as aim assist type, I do have it on default, but you can switch it to precision, focusing, or black ops. Black ops, it says traditional aim, slow down near target. I just like the traditional one. I don't need nothing crazy right now. Gyro behavior, kind of skipping all this because that's for your controller, for you to move around with your controller. So I left all this the same. As far as aiming, I do have this on dynamic. I do like it on dynamic a little bit better. Linear, I've never done linear, but standard is what I had it on for a while, but I did move it to dynamic. So yeah, ADS sensitivity is at 1. ADS sensitivity transition timing is on instant. Custom sensitivity per zoom is off. The input dead zone, there's nothing really there. Now moving on to movement behavior, I do have this on toggle, and again, you can switch this to hold if you need to. But like I said, these are the settings for me personally that I feel like are going to benefit you the most. So I have it on toggle. Tactical sprint behavior is on double tap. Sorry for the weird cut. I just wanted to switch over. That way you all can actually see it a little bit easier. Y'all can actually see what I'm doing a little bit easier. I do have grounded mantle on. As far as automatic airborne mantle, partial automatic ground mantle is off. Invert slide and dive behavior is on standard. Shout out to the Rad Brad because he puts this on inverted. I cannot do it. I can't do it. I like it on standard right now. Parachute is on auto deploy. As far as sprinting or door bash, I do have that on. Sometimes I like to creep through the door just because you never know who's on the other side. Ledge hang mantle behavior is on mantle only, and you can switch this to movement base if need to. As far as combat behaviors, I have ADS stick swap off. All this stuff I pretty much left alone with. For combat behaviors, it's all pretty much default. So on, medium. You can switch it to long or short if you need to. Depleted ammo switch, I would leave this on if I were you, just because once you run out of ammo, it will just automatically go to your next available weapon. Quick C4 detonation, I just switched this actually to on. I didn't even know this was actually an option until just now. I just realized that I do want that on because I like to use the prox mines a lot, and just being able to press R run really quick and letting it explode definitely helps. Vehicle behaviors is basically the same thing, short delay and then free look, and then overlay behaviors is going to be toggle, moderate, and moderate. Now let's go ahead and get into the graphics. So graphic wise, I do have it on full screen borderless. This allows me when I'm live streaming to go over into my secondary screen or my third screen and actually interact with what I'm doing over there, and then vice versa. If I need to switch, I can go into the game or I can be wherever because it's full screen borderless. But some people do like to have it on just a straight one screen, which is understandable, but I'm good on that. This is just my monitor. I have a Dell monitor. It's I think 165 hertz if I'm correct. So I just pretty much, I don't really mess with it. It's 2560 by 1440. I do plan on getting a 3840 by 2160 in the future. Dynamic resolution, I don't have this on. There's really no reason for me to have it on because the graphics card does well. I don't need this on. My aspect ratio is going to be automatic. The VSync gameplay is off. If you turn this on, I just want to let you all know, if you turn this on, your game is more than likely going to lag. We're going to kind of skip all this other stuff because this is pretty much just the built-in settings for my computer. So display gamma is 2.2 sRGB. The brightness, I do have my brightness on 52. I think that's a soft spot. It's just bright enough and not too dark. I think 50 is just not enough for me. I like having it a little bit brighter, especially when I'm playing sometimes at night or during the day. I do like to have that little brighter screen. Switching over to quality, I have the quality presets on custom, of course. Now I have my upscaling and sharpening on NVIDIA image scaling. This is going to allow you to have pretty much really good performance as well as a great sharp image. It looks really good. I previously had it on NVIDIA DLSS on like Vanguard and I think like Cold War because they didn't have this one available. But I like it like this. I think it looks really good. It allows you to actually go to anti-aliasing. This I have it on Filmic SMA T2X. I know that's a lot. It's a lot. If y'all want me to get into that in another video, I can, but just leave it on this stuff. I have my anti-aliasing quality on high. If you want to, you can put this on normal, but I like it at high. It looks pretty good. I don't have any issues myself. I'm still averaging about 200 frames. Video memory scale, I did move this down to 80 because I need to get more RAM. So Corsair, please help a brother out. I would love to get 128 of some Dominator RAM right now. DDR4 specifically, I need it. I need it in my life. That would really allow me to go to, I wouldn't put this ever at 100 because you don't want it to be at 100, especially when you have other applications in the background like OBS or Streamlabs or something. As far as texture resolution, this is going to allow you to still get that nice image Nice crisp image. I don't want to put it on low. There's no reason to put it on low. Like I said, my PC can take it. This is also on normal for texture filter. Nearby level of detail is on high. You can only go between low or high, so you got to pick one or the other. I have the distant level of detail on high. I have flutter draw distance on long. You can switch that to short if you need to. Partial quality, I have this on high. Partial quality level, I have this on normal. It does go to high, but I think it's good at normal. There's no reason to go that high. Bullet impact and sprays. If you want this off to allow your frames to go up a little bit more, I suggest you turn it off. Shader quality, I do have this on medium. Tessellation is on near. Terrain memory is on max. You can put this on minimum, but there's, like I said, I have enough RAM to do it. On-demand texture streaming, I do have this on. Streaming quality is on normal. Like, I don't really have to mess with this because I'm streaming through something else anyway. As far as volumetric quality, I do have this on medium. You can go to high with this, but I like it on medium. Deferred physics quality is on high. Water caustics is on. And then if we go to shadow mapping resolution, I have this on normal. Screen space shadows is on high. Spot shadow quality is on medium. Spot cache is on medium. Then we have partial lighting. We have that on normal. If you put this on high, it looks amazing, but I'm telling you right now, you're gonna have a little bit of lag. So ambient occlusion, I have this on both. Screen space reflections is on normal. Static reflection quality is on high. Weather grid volumes is on normal. And then we have NVIDIA reflex low latency. I do have that on. The graphics card can take it. I love that 3080. It's really nice. I wanted the 3090, but there's no reason for the 3090 because they have a 4080, and a 4090 is probably going to come out soon anyway. World motion blur, I turned that off. I don't like the blur effect. I really don't need that. It messes with my eyes. I'm trying to focus on the game and trying to aim down sight. So yeah, weapon motion blur, I did turn that off as well. Film grain, I have that at 0.10. I really don't want the film grain too much because, like I said, I want the game to look crisp, and I want you all to have a good experience when you play this game as well. As far as field of view, obviously almost everyone can go to 120 at this point. I think everyone can go to 120 at this point, and I do like it at 120. I did have it at like 115 and between 115 and 117 at one point, but I like being able to see everything because I do have a curved monitor. It definitely helps my eyes and whatnot to be able to see everything. ADS field of view is just on affected. Weapon field of view is on default. I have my third person field of view on 80. Vehicle field of view is on default. You can switch this to wide if you want to get, you know, more surrounding, but I like it on default. All this other stuff for the camera, I just left that the same originally as it was. Now, the last but not least, we're just going to go ahead and go to audio really quick. I do have it on headphones, max 100%. Music volume is at 0 because when you're streaming, nobody's trying to get copyright. Obviously, when you play the game offline or something, you can have it on, turn it on. I actually really do like the music. It does add a nice effect. You can switch this to headphone bass boost, but I personally don't need it. These headphones are just amazing. These Sony headphones are probably some of the best ones that I bought. Like, there could be someone right beside me and I would not hear them because that's how good the noise cancellation is. Sound bar, I feel like that's really for a TV and home theater. You can do that one too. I think I tried home theater one time. It's not bad, but I like to leave it just on headphones. Dialogue volume, I do have that 100 because when I was playing the campaign, I wanted to hear everything. Effects volume is at 100. Hit marker volume is at 100. For speaker headphones based sound device, I have this on just default, but it really is the Yeti microphone. But right now I'm not going to switch it to that because I'm on OBS right now. Mono audio, I do have this off, and then subtitles are default, and then subtitle size is default. And that's pretty much it. As far as voice chat, you can kind of choose between that if you want it on or off. I actually do kind of go in between depending on who I'm playing with. Sometimes I just like to have it off. Other times I like to have it on just push to talk like it is now. But that's pretty much it. I know it was a longer video, but this is pretty much going to give you the best quality frame rate and allow you to actually move like you need to within the game. Now, like I said, I do have a pretty upper tier PC. It's nothing crazy, but it isn't nothing to brag about. That's the best way I can put it. I would love to have a 4080. I would love to have 128 gigs of RAM, but hey, I'm happy with what I got right now, and I hope you all did enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and until next time, peace out.